symbol, put in rewards, and lower that down to $2.49. Alright, got the rollback, $2.49. Do it in 2 shots. I don't know if you can see it in the middle of the intersection, now landing right there. I believe that's a spider sack. A spider. I was in Charlotte's Web. I played the gander. And they come in long streams. I saw a couple of them yesterday too. Land right in the middle of the intersection. It's like a long, thin white strip with a little bowl at the end. Spider sack. It's full of spiders. I don't know. I keep seeing them. And it just now dawned on me. Rosalie Middleman, the band that's in North Carolina with Merge Records. I was listening to Hopeless again. Natalie Merchant. That's what she sounds like. I bet she's been told that. That's exactly who she sounds like. Natalie Merchant from 10,000 Maniacs. Hello, kitty. Right, September 25th, 2025, about 5:10 p.m. About probably 86 degrees Fahrenheit in the car, but I'm thinking maybe it's about 85, maybe 84 degrees. Resetting accumulated info. Welcome to the Please Subscribe show. It's me, Cole Spivey. This is a YouTube channel. It's my YouTube channel. And here's Critter. He's a mirror critter. He likes to live, laugh, and smell good. And we're headed off. This is a portion of the show where you get to watch me pick up food and drop it off at your doorstep. Here we go with this September 25th. And please subscribe. And there is the butterfly. One at Tequila dos Hermanos. 5:30 arrival, 9 minutes, 1.6 miles for the pickup. This taqueria is at Fort Worth Food Works. Let's go in there and put your phone to a camera. All right, this Fort Worth Food Works is on its way. 5:50 arrival, 15 minutes, 6.5 miles for the delivery. Here's some murals. Living life. Shows Montgomery Plaza, Fort Worth, Panther City District. Ford Brewer Pizza, Wine, and Music. Going into the El Rio Grande Latin Market at the bakery for the delivery. Like some panaderia, delicious Mexican bread. Plenty of piñatas. All right, got one at Panera Bread, 6:12 arrival, 1 minute, 0.4 miles for the pickup. All right, Panera Bread on its way, 6:38 arrival, 10 minutes, 3.9 miles for the delivery. right, got one at Mellow Mushriom, 6:56 arrival, 13 minutes, 5.6 miles. On our way for the pick. This Mellow Mushriom is on its way. 6:26 arrival, 16 minutes, 7.4 miles for the delivery. They live on a golf course. Been here before. Plenty of times. Mira Vista. Name of it. For all you golfers. Golfers. Nice place to live if you want a really good jogging course too. All right, hooked on sushi for the pickup. 7:43, 7 minutes, 2.7 miles. 2.6 for the pickup. All right, Pizza Hut, 7:48 arrival, 2 minutes, 0.6 miles for the pickup. Second one in this delivery. All right, this one's for Hooked on Sushi, 7:58 arrival, 3 minutes, 0.8 miles for the delivery. Coventry. All right, before the Pizza Hut delivery, we got to do a pickup at Crumble Cookie. 8:05 arrival, 2 minutes, 0.7 miles for the pickup of the cookie. Crumble Cookie on its way, 8:16 arrival, 7 minutes, 3.4 miles for the delivery. All right, Pizza Hut's the next one. 8:25 arrival, 5 minutes, 1.4 miles for the delivery. All right, got one at the Kick and Crab on our way. 8:38 arrival, 5 minutes, 1.2 miles for the... Kick and Crab on its way. 8:56 arrival, 12 minutes, 6.1 miles for the delivery. All right, going into White Settlement for this drop, and then we're gonna head over to downtown Broadmoor. Got one at Whataburger, 9:11 arrival, 3 minutes, 0.8 miles for the pickup. Whataburger on its way, 9:27 arrival, 8 minutes, 2.4 miles for the delivery. got the Taco Bell on Valentine. 9:45 arrival, 2 minutes, 0.3 miles for the pickup. Taco Bell on its way, 2:02 arrival, 5 minutes, 1.8 miles for the delivery. Right, so I listened to Rosalie's earlier album, and like less weird things were happening, so it was more steady, meaning out there in the environment, not in her album. She's a pretty cool artist. I think it was called Out of Love, and it came out in 2016, so she's fairly new. But that album's really, really good one. It's exceptional. It's wonderful. And it just could be me being paranoid, you know, about what I listen to while I'm working. But it was really calming. You know, like I said, her voice sounds like Natalie Merchant. It's a very calming voice, and it's a good album. All of them are, and especially Bite Down 2024. Got one at McDonald's in Camp Bowie, or Camp Bowie. 3C. Okay. Let's start over. Got one at Camp Bowie. Well, that's a McDonald's at Camp Bowie. 10:17, 3 minutes, 0.6 miles on our way for the delivery. I'll just keep that one for comedy's sake, I guess. I was trying to say I got one at Camp Bowie, but I meant I got a McDonald's at Camp Bowie, ready for the pickup. 10:17, arrival, 2 minutes, 0.5 miles. On our way for the pickup. Pickup truck? What you talking about? All right, McDonald's delivery on its way. 10:26 arrival, 4 minutes, 1.1 mile for the delivery. Don't knock. Shh. Alright, got one at Papa John's on our way. 10:34 arrival, 3 minutes, 0.5 miles for the pickup. As I checked it, they have a Pepsi. It's 20 ounce. So I checked it. So gotta look over these things. So he'll probably remind me. We'll see. We'll say he does. This is the guy with the plan. He wants to do a pizza truck. Hey, pizza truck guy! Cavante about his pizza truck idea. I said, you know, start building credit. You know, it could be small. Only spend 30% on, or only use 30%. That's what I meant to say. That way you can pay it off easier and keep it zeroed out. And, you know, ask for a business loan. Maybe Chase. All right, this Papa John's on its way. 10:50 arrival, 8 minutes, 2.7 miles for the delivery. playing some music over there. Stereo system. Those are the electric bikes you could buy, or you can rent them, kind of thing. This one's going to the front desk. For some reason, when I see those two buildings, I always think of King Kong. You know, with Jeff Bridges and Jessica Lange. Let me find out the director on that one. You know, the World Trade Centers aren't there anymore. Those are two twin towers, kind of in a way. The King Kong I was talking about is a 1976 film with Jeff Bridges and Jessica Lange. John Gillerman was the director. He's an English director. Died in 2015. The bell tolls. Velvet Taco, open really late. Sometimes 3 a.m. on the weekend. All right, got a Sonic on our way. 11:18 arrival, 2 minutes, 0.6 miles for the. Alright, the Sonic is on its way. 11:41 arrival, 10 minutes, 5.4 miles for the delivery. I think I told you about. Alright, they're off by a whole building. Okay. And this one's cracked. Alright, got one at Hawaiian Brothers. No big kahuna burger, but they have little Hawaiian meals. They have sandwiches and wraps. 12:01 arrival, 7 minutes, 2.9 miles for the pickup. Pick up your toys. Alright, next one is at BJ's Restaurant. 12:10 arrival, 5 minutes, 1.6. Alright, Hawaiian Brothers are first. 12:24 arrival, 9 minutes, 3.4 miles for the delivery. We got some pumpkins. Some kind of pumpkin man or something. I can't tell what that is. Some kind of beast among the pumpkin pile. right, BJ's Restaurant on its way. 12:36, 5 minutes, 1.5 miles for the delivery. All right, got one at Toppers. 12:45 arrival, 4 minutes, 1.1 mile for the pickup. All right, Topper Pizza on its way. 12:57, 2 minutes, 0.3 miles for the delivery. Okay, mac and cheese and pizza. 12:57, sounds like me. Only I don't eat pizza hardly anymore that much. All right, that's the last one for tonight. The Topper's Pizza for tonight. Let's see. Gonna head back to feed Kitty. Looks like some serious TCU action going on. Yeah. I was just getting a talking to. Right at University and Barry, turning this way. I got a Potbelly Smoothie King Gyros, Smoothie King, well, Einstein Bagels, Bookstore, McAllister's, Ampersands, Jimmy John's, Buffalo Brothers, Dutch's, something else. I didn't get the other one. We got a first responder coming through. They're going to the left. Oh, no, they're going through it. Yeah, they're going to the left. Okay. There's Kitty. Look what you've done to the couch. Goodness gracious. All right, here we go. Today's Kitty. Temptation Bites and Gravy, tasty chicken entree with real chicken, high quality protein. Making it short and sweet. Open it up this way, Kitty. You get half of it. 100% of half of it. There you go. And I'm gonna have leftovers. Good night.
Bye.